We all know Game Freak loves the Kanto decks. Every generation, it seems at least one of them will get a new form or variant. But that brings up the question, what is Game Freak's least favorite Gen 1 line? Well, hello, I'm Sam, and let's find out. Starting off, let's remove every line who later received a new member. Gen 2 gave plenty of Kanto Pokemon baby forms, so we can cut all of those lines, and many Gen 1 Pokemon also have post-Gen 1 evolution, so we can cut those as well. Obviously, the same thing goes for the Mega Evolutions and the G-Max forms. And finally, we can cut any regional forms like Alolan Rattata or any convergent lines like Toadschool. That leaves us with 16 Pokemon lines left untouched by Game Freak. But we can do better, so let's cut some more. There's still a couple obvious Game Freak favorites here like Mew. So the legendary cat fetus needs to go, and Ditto for Ditto. I mean, Ditto's getting their own spin-off game as Pokopia, they're clearly not in need of attention. The fossil Pokemon started a whole trend within the Pokemon franchise, so we can safely cut them from the picture, and the Nidoran lines pioneered gender differences within Pokemon, so they can be cut too. I'm also willing to give Shellder a pass due to its unique connection to the Slowpoke line, which already has a Mega and a Regional. Down to the bottom 9, let's look at the regional Pokedexes. Most of these Pokemon show up a few times in other regions, with there only being 2 exceptions. Goldeen, who has appeared 7 times, and Psyduck, who has appeared in every region. Yes, even Unova if you count Black 2 and White 2. So we can safely cut both Psyduck and Goldeen. That brings us down to our final 7. Paris, Doduo, Drowsy, Seal, Venonat, Ekans, and Spearow. And out of these 7 lines, Venonat is only easily obtainable in 2 regions outside of Kanto. Johto and Paldea. Sure, you can catch them in other regions, but only in the post-game or using weird mechanics like the Poke Radar. So with Venonat, Game Freak's least favorite Gen 1 Pokemon line? Well, it's easily been one of the most neglected Gen 1 lines at the very least. Any of these bottom 7 could really be Game Freak's least favorite. Personally, I'd put money on the Seal line being the least favorite just based on vibes. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing if you want to see more Nintendo-focused content. Either way, stay hydrated and I'll see you next time.